Hey guys, it's MegaRobert from MegaRobertTV, and today I'm going to review issue 36 of Mega Man, and I'm going to review the free comic book day issue with Mega Man X. But first let's start with issue 36, and this issue was really awesome because it started the story for Mega Man 3. But the issue starts out with a flashback of when Mega Man fought Ramoon. So Mega Man shot his giant laser and destroyed Ramoon completely. We know that happened, but we really don't know what happened after that big explosion. We know Dr. Wily brought Mega Man back to be fixed, but we don't know how Dr. Wily did that. But this issue explains how. So Mega Man's being held by Dr. Wily, and Mega Man asks if they did win, and Dr. Wily says, "Yeah, you saved us," and Mega Man falls asleep. We know that happened. But then Dr. Wily turns around and all of his loyal robot masters are there, and Dr. Wily starts getting really angry. He's like, "I can't believe this. Another one of my plans failed already. You know, I've tried the first robot masters and I tried my new ones and I tried Ramoon, but that didn't work. All my plans have failed." And he's really mad, but the robot masters are ready to take some new orders now. So Dr. Wily starts giving this evil grin and he starts thinking about his new plan. So we jump a little later into the story where Dr. Wily is fixing the original Robot Masters, the good ones that are on Mega Man's side, and when he's fixing them, Gutsman turns around and he slaps Dr. Wily off of him, and he tells him that he's not going to be evil again. But Dr. Wily, he backs off, he plays innocent. He goes, "No, Gutsman, I'm just fixing you up so you can help me save Mega Man. We need to save Mega Man." So Gutsman takes Mega Man, and that's the end of the flashback. So after that, we jump way into the future, into the present moment, where Dr. Wily's in court right now. He's having his trial to prove if he is innocent. So Dr. Wily's up at the stand, and the judge is asking different questions to Dr. Wily. So he asked him, "Were you really jealous of Dr. Light before you attacked with the Robot Masters?" And Dr. Wily, he goes, "Oh yeah, of course. I'm only human. Of course I was jealous. But I tried to win some goodwill back by going to the Landfront ruins and trying to see if I could find some research. But then Ramoon attacked me and played with my mind, and before I knew it, Ramoon had me stealing Dr. Light's Robot Masters and creating this world destruction. It was horrible." So we all know as the audience that Dr. Light didn't visit Ramoon until way after his attacks with the Robot Masters. But you know, the people in the court don't know this, so they actually start believing Dr. Wily. But you know, the judge, he's still suspicious after everything that Dr. Wily's done. So the judge goes, "Oh, and what happened after Ramoon attacked you?" And he says, "Oh, well, Mega Man saved me, of course. Mega Man, the greatest hero in the world." So we know Dr. Wily's just making that up, that he really likes Mega Man. And the judge goes, "Oh, Mega Man, your hated rival, right?" And Dr. Wily, he puts his hand on his chest and he puts the other one up. He goes, "Of course not. Ramoon only had me fight Mega Man for his monstrous purposes. Right now, me and Mega Man, we are the best of friends right now. We would never do anything to hurt each other." So then they feel that's enough evidence. So they have the final verdict ready, and the judge stands up and he says that Wily is innocent of all the attacks with the Robot Masters because they do feel that Ramoon was the cause of this. But Dr. Wily is still, you know, guilty of going against robotic codes with, you know, using the Robot Masters like that. So he's still in trouble a little bit, but not as much as he really should be. So Dr. Wily's really happy and stuff, but the judge tells him to calm down. And the judge says that he's still under 5 years of house arrest for all the causes that he is guilty of. So Dr. Wily's completely fine with that. He has to stay with Dr. Light for the next 5 years, but that's completely fine. So Dr. Light's, you know, pretty happy about that too, that he did prove his old friend innocent. And you know, Roll, she's not happy with that. Mega Man's sister, she's not happy with that. She's talking to Mega Man and she's telling him, "We have to live with Dr. Wily. He tried to destroy you repeatedly." But you know, Rock's fine with that. He says that Dr. Wily is innocent of those things, and he's completely fine with that. So we skip to a couple days later where Dr. Wily and Dr. Light are actually working on a new Robot Master. And they told Mega Man that this Robot Master was created to try out different Robot Master weapons at the same time. So it's kind of like Mega Man's copy chip, but the thing is, it doesn't need to be programmed with the Robot Masters already. So Mega Man, he gets a little suspicious of this, and he tells Dr. Wily, you could use this robot to put different codes in to attack me, couldn't you? And you could use it and it would become stronger than me. And Dr. Wily goes, you proved my innocence. How could you be suspicious of me now? So they're starting to get into a little fight. But Dr. Wily goes to them and calms them down. And he tells them, boys, we have to trust each other or we're not going to get anywhere with this agreement that we made. So Dr. Wily, he cools down and Dr. Light takes Mega Man out of the room. And then we start hearing what Dr. Wily's thinking. And Dr. Wily, that was his plan from the beginning, to use that robot to destroy Mega Man. So he's kind of freaking out right now. He's like, oh man, if Mega Man figures out my plan, then I'm going to lose again. Another one of my plans will fail, but I have to keep undercover to use this Robot Master against Mega Man. And Dr. Light shows up behind Dr. Wily and he pats him on the back, and Wily freaks out, he screams a little bit, and Dr. Light thinks it's because he took offense to what happened. And Dr. Light goes, I'm sorry if Mega Man's words got to you, but Dr. Wily's like, oh no, it's fine, he's just a child, I'd be suspicious too. And Dr. Light says, I need to show you something that I think is necessary for us to get along. So Dr. Light takes Dr. Wily to an elevator that's in Mega Man's house, and they go down to the lowest level of the ground. And when he opens the door, there's a giant Robot Master there that's probably the size of 2 whole buildings. So Dr. Light says that he wants Wily to be a part of this Robot Master so that they can become friends again. So they're about to shake hands, and then all of a sudden Dr. Light freezes in the moment, and he's just stuck like that. And Dr. Wily doesn't know what's going on until he turns around, and one of his Robot Masters is there, one of the evil Robot Masters, Flashman. And Flashman had stopped Dr. Light in time so he could talk to Dr. Wily alone. So he tells Dr. Wily that his plans are in action and that the new castle will soon be built so Dr. Wily can destroy Mega Man again. And Dr. Wily, he tells Flashman that it's good that he brought his orders, and he tells him to leave. So Flashman disappears, and Dr. Light's still there, and then Dr. Light jumps back into the moment and shakes Dr. Wily's hand. So, Dr. Wily still has this whole evil plan going on behind him, but he's kind of thinking back and forth if it's the right thing to do. And then we jump a little bit later to where Dr. Light and Dr. Wily are revealing their new Robot Master to the public. And Dr. Light's up on the table, and he's looking down at all the people, and he's gonna tell them about the new Robot Master. And then all of a sudden, Dr. Light turns around and he goes, I'd like to introduce you to my new friend, Dr. Wily. And everyone starts clapping a little bit, and Dr. Wily's a little shocked. He didn't expect some gratitude from this crowd. So everything seems fine. Dr. Wily's giving the speech about the new robot, and everyone seems pretty entertained. And then all of a sudden, the Mega Man 3 Robot Masters come, and they plan to steal the energy element. So Dr. Wily, he starts screaming at the top of his lungs. He's like, no, you need to stop. Ra-Moon is gone. You don't need to follow his orders. You need to stop. But the robots don't listen to him, and they come and they steal the energy elements, and they shoot Rush, Mega Man's dog, to the side, and they disappear. And Dr. Wily, he seems really disappointed. He seems really sad. He even gets on the ground and starts crying. It's horrible. He starts crying, but then as the cameras are filming Dr. Wily, they see that Dr. Wily's actually smiling and laughing on the inside of his hands. He's not sad at all. He's just playing to the crowd so he can get their attention. So Mega Man goes up to Dr. Wily and he's like, don't worry, Dr. Wily, we'll do this. I'll get those Robot Masters, don't worry. So now let me talk about the free comic book day issue. And this issue is really cool. It's the story in it is basically the X Factor story, which I've talked about in my other reviews. So that's great. And then one of the cool things in this issue is that there is a giant poster on the inside of Mega Man and Mega Man X. This is really awesome. I know on the back of this, there's also a Sonic issue that I could review, but I won't get into detail on the Sonic yet because I want to save that for a Sonic review that I'm doing in the future. So, question of the day. What did you guys think about issue 36? Did you like it? Did you think the setup for Mega Man 3 was really good? This is Mega Robert, signing off.